Come inside, dude.
What happened? What happened?
He's dying.
Mary, what happened? I saw two dogs. They're just like ripping at that dog.
That's like movie stuff that I've seen. I've never seen a dog going through a dog like that.
Attacked by a pit bull for this one?
Because the dog tried to attack me first, and then she said.
On the afternoon of April 16, 2024, officers in Spokane, Washington respond to reports of gunfire in a neighborhood after a violent dogfight breaks out in the street. As the details come to light, what emerges is a vicious ambush, a teenage girl caught in the middle, and one dog's heroic action to save her owner from the jaws of a life-threatening attack.
Kind of a dogfight turned into needing to save my dog from getting maimed.
The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now.
They just took the dog to emergency because I think it might have got shot.
Who's they?
I have no idea.
Who's
Some neighbors that were right down the street here, they were walking their dog. Somebody had their dog off leash, came up and attacked the girl.
Okay.
And the other dog started going after the dog. There was two dogs, and then they started attacking her dog.
Where'd this happen?
And then this happened right here.
Yeah, they're right there. They told us where
And
they
somebody,
were.
the dogs off leash went that way.
So the person who was shooting the gun was the father of the person who was being attacked by the dog.
Okay.
She called her dad.
And he was just shooting the ground.
He was shooting
He
at
was
the
not
ground.
aiming. I
Okay.
saw every shot.
Yeah.
The dog that got cut up was her dog that she was walking on leash.
Ah, okay.
And the
Torn
two
apart.
dogs,
His leg is
the
torn up.
two dogs that were off leash came
They're
after
an
them.
owner of the dogs that were off leash?
That's a
They
good
went this
question.
way.
They went that way.
The family of the dog that was attacked has already left for the pet emergency clinic, while the owners of the two aggressor dogs are reported to have gone back down the alleyway from which they came. The officer informs dispatch of this and circles the surrounding blocks, attempting to locate them, but returns to the scene shortly after, empty-handed, hoping to piece together a clearer picture of how the encounter unfolded.
I immediately jumped up and looked out the window. I saw two dogs, another dog like laying on his side, and the girl, like, she's holding the leash on the dog that was getting attacked, and she's screaming. They're just like ripping at that dog. There's a guy in all black. He came around the corner, came right here, and he started shooting, but he never, like, if the dog was here, he was shooting here, or
He wasn't aiming for the dogs.
right. He was trying to scare them. I wanted that to be known, but then the other lady was over here. She wasn't trying to get her dogs back. They were not on leashes. I thought he was going to shoot the dog at one point, because at first he was starting, and then I was like, he aimed at it. I was like, I mean, bitch, I would too if it was my kid.
Dog's leg was all chewed.
Yeah. And that's when she came up and started trying to get her dogs, and she pulled them, like grabbed them both this way, and she was screaming at them, and it was like, you shot my dog. And it's like, I didn't see the dog get shot.
They also identify the two dogs as a pit bull and a Rottweiler, both unleashed when they charged the girl's German Shepherd. Officers soon arrive at the pet emergency clinic to make contact with the family of the German Shepherd, where they learn the dog's name is Coco.
This Coco? Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt? Is Coco friendly? Hi, Coco.
The deputy gets his first glimpse of Coco in the back of the SUV. Her leg is visibly injured, wrapped in makeshift bandages and soaked in blood. The conversation with the young girl is censored, but according to the police report, she claims she was walking Coco on their normal route around the neighborhood when the two dogs came out from the alley. She claimed that the pit bull made direct eye contact with her and came at her to try and attack her. She then stated that Coco jumped in and tried to push the attacking dog out of the way, and when she did, the pit bull began attacking Coco and would not let go. Vet staff soon come out to retrieve Coco, and with the young girl's help, they carefully lift her onto a cart.
Was attacked by a pit bull or something like that for this one?
Because the dog tried to attack me first, and then she said.
I didn't hear what you said.
For dad. Gun in the air, she said, we're going to dogfight.
As Coco is taken in for emergency treatment, the deputy begins speaking with the young girl's mother, Dana, hoping she can help clarify the details still missing from the story.
Dad shot, I think one, possibly two in the air, and then shot the dog.
Okay. And did you see him shoot the dog?
I mean, I think, yeah.
We were under the impression that the shot dog was coming here, so that's why we're trying to
Oh, no, the shot dog, she was taking it
trying to
out.
untangle the
No, the shot dog she was trying to take it back to her house. I don't know. I imagine they probably
Where'd
will.
it get hit at?
The side.
The side?
Yeah.
Like the belly,
Like,
kind of?
yeah, it was walking at first, but then I was getting my dog in the car, and the dog stopped walking.
It's kind of a dog fight turned into needing to save my dog from getting maimed.
Earlier at the scene, officers had already searched the area and found evidence of the gunfire.
So bullet casing right there, and there's another casing right there too. You have
Well, there's 2 bullets right here.
there's 2 bullets, and then there's a casing right here. There's a casing right there.
There's another one right here.
Officers recover 3 spent shell casings and 2 unspent rounds scattered across the ground. They also take note of several spots where it appears bullets may have penetrated the dirt, corroborating both Dana's and other witness accounts. Soon after, a woman arrives at the scene claiming she had received a phone call from her daughter, stating her dog was dying. Believing the incidents are connected, deputies walk the woman back to her home, hoping to find the other dog and their owner.
Police! Hello!
Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
She's dead. You gotta talk real loud.
What's going on?
Come inside, dude. I think
What happened?
he's dying.
Mary, what happened?
I do not know. I was asleep. You have to ask
241, this would
Michelle.
be the house where the
You need to
2
get
dogs are
inside,
involved are.
dude. He's dying.
Can we come in?
Yes. After we come in?
Who's we come in?
Go put him inside.
May we come in?
Yeah.
All right.
The interior of the home is redacted in the Bodycam footage, but according to police reports, officers observed a Rottweiler that appeared uninjured and a black and white pit bull mix named Graham, who had a visible stomach wound and was bleeding. To move the injured dog, they fashioned a makeshift litter using a jacket hanging on a door, then carefully carried him outside to be transported to the pet emergency clinic.
He's grabbing his bank card.
No, you just go. Come on.
As the family departs for the clinic, one officer remains at the house to speak with Michelle, the woman who tried to stop the fight and was bitten during the attack.
So I was taking the dogs out to the bathroom,
Okay.
and they were right next door by that garbage can.
The Roddy and the pit bull?
Yeah, and the Rottweiler one went running, and I was trying to call him back, and then the pit went, and I'm like chasing him down, and then the pit attacked the shepherd, and I'm like trying to I grabbed the pit's back legs and trying to pull it off as soon as it happens. And then I'm sitting there kicking the pit in the head and doing everything I can to try to break it up while trying to keep the other one away. And I even put my hands in the mouth of
The pit?
the pit, but the German Shepherd bit out of me and was not even trying to let go of my hand. And I was the whole time trying to break it up.
Do you mind if I take a look at your hand real fast? We're going to have a corporal come take photos of it. I want to make sure you're not losing any fingers or anything like that, or you don't have any serious bleeding.
Michelle unwraps her hand, revealing multiple cuts and bite marks across her hand and one deep laceration between her thumb and index finger. American medical response arrived shortly after to assess Michelle's injuries and transport her to the Deaconess Hospital for further treatment. Officers now shift their focus to Shane, one of the owners of Coco and the man who fired the gun during the incident.
What a birthday!
Oh my god, dude.
I just had back surgery,
Yeah.
and my daughter's freaking out, crying. I hear, ah! You guys can come in, or I can open the door either way.
Sure. Thank you, man.
The interior of the house is redacted for privacy, but the body cams still capture the audio of Shane's recount.
Was my daughter attacked too?
Doesn't look like she was injured at all.
Oh, the dog was on her arm.
Yeah. No, hey.
One dog was on her arm, the other dog was going through the dog. I'm sitting here not supposed to be able to move, I just had back surgery. And my daughter is screaming, and all I hear is 2 dogs just, ah! And I thought they were getting her. And she was like, Coco, Coco, me, Coco, me. I was like, where are you? And I walk out, and I could hear neighbors yelling, I could hear her screaming, and I just run that way, and the lady's like, her dog's attacking her, and I'm just like, what? And they're just in my daughter's dog, and then the other one looked like it was on my daughter's leg. I was like, what the heck?
I told him, I said they would have done the same thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, the poor dog's on a leash and their dogs are running loose and they both got her down chewing on her.
That's movie stuff that I've seen. I've
So
never
for-
seen
for
a
the
dog
vet-
going through a dog like that.
Don't ever shoot the ground because ricochets are a thing,
Yeah, yeah.
you know? In the heat of the moment, you're probably not thinking that.
Absolutely not.
I would have just went straight for the top.
In the aftermath of the attack, no formal charges were ever filed in connection with the incident. Although Michelle was taken to the hospital, there have been no public updates regarding the full extent of her injuries or recovery. The pit bull Graham had been hit by multiple rounds and had to be euthanized due to the severity of his injuries. As for Coco, she spent weeks undergoing extensive veterinary care. The family launched a GoFundMe that raised over $7,000 to help cover her treatment. Coco has since made a full recovery and is once again enjoying long walks with the family she risked everything to protect.